Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. Welcome back to our English lesson. I hope you are in the pink and ready for today's lesson. Today we are going to look at Unit 6, Time Out. These are the learning standard for today's lesson. Main skill, reading 3.1. Understand a variety of texts by using a range of appropriate reading strategies to construct meaning. Complementary skill, listening 1.2. Use appropriate listening strategies in a variety of contexts. Pre-reading activity. Before we proceed with the reading activity, let's discuss on these questions. Look at the pictures accompanying the text below. Have you ever heard of parkour or free running? What do you know or can you guess about it? And also, do you like extreme physical activities? Why or why not?
Module 6. Time Out. 6A. Read.
B. Read the text quickly. What is the writer's attitude towards parkour and free running? Choose A, B or C.
The urban playground. No doubt you've seen them somewhere. Leaping impossibly high walls, diving through gaps, falling from great heights, rolling over and carrying on. They look like they are being chased by someone, but in fact, they are traceurs, and they are practicing one of the fastest growing extreme sports, free running or parkour. This sport was created in the 1980s by a couple of bored adolescents, David Bell and Sébastien Foucault, who enjoyed climbing, running and jumping around the streets of their Parisian neighbourhood. They were passionate about learning how to go over, under or through any obstacles that they met on the way. Slowly, their acrobatic running developed into an actual sport as more and more people joined them. In 2003, a documentary was broadcast in the UK called Jump London. This followed a group of traceurs, including Foucault, running around famous landmarks. The sport was introduced to the English-speaking world as free running, but Foucault and Bell had already decided that parkour and free running were two different sports. Free running involves more spectacular tricks and somersaults, which are not really necessary, whereas in parkour, traceurs try not to overdo it. For them, the important thing is to overcome an obstacle. However, the basic techniques and moves are similar and are commonly confused. Today, Foucault and Bell enjoy worldwide fame and have starred in films and adverts. Traceurs are commonly seen on TV and in music videos, and there are even computer games where you navigate a traceur moving through an urban environment. Parkour, more than free running, is not only a way to improve physical fitness, but also a way of thinking. In a similar way to martial arts philosophy, it gives you the ability to overcome your fears and control your mind. There is no list of moves or techniques for parkour because each obstacle a traceur faces is a new challenge, and the way a traceur deals with the obstacle will depend on body type, weight, speed and strength. Parkour is not a competitive sport. There are no opponents to beat. It is about interacting with the environment around you, which in the modern world is more than often the inner city. Any environment where there are obstacles is appropriate for parkour or free running. No equipment is needed, but obviously strong trainers and comfortable clothes should be worn. Parks, playgrounds and shopping malls are popular places, but city councils are also beginning to provide young people with safe places to practice. Many schools in London have introduced parkour classes, and the response has been very positive. And it's not only sporty kids who are keen. As the popularity of parkour and free running grows, more and more young people are getting active and learning how to benefit from the urban playground.
Now it's time for us to do the exercise. Exercise C, page 83. Read again and write T for true or F for false. For example, number 1. Tracer means to be chased. The answer is false because tracer means to trace. Next, exercise D. On the same page, page 83. Find words or phrases in the text and match them with the definitions below. Number 1, jump. You can find the answer in the introduction paragraph. The answer is leap. Vocabulary. Let's do vocabulary exercises on page 84. Vocabulary. Exercise E, page 84. Read the sentences and guess the meaning of the verbs in bold. What do these verbs have in common? And also, now look at the verbs in the box. Which prepositions are they followed by? You need to complete the table. Exercise B. Look at the following extract from the text on page 82 and read the notes below. What do the verbs beginning with over mean? Over at the beginning of a verb can mean too much. For example, overeat, meaning eat too much. However, this is not always the case. For example, overturn. The meaning for that word is turn upside down or on the side. Now, read the sentences 1 until 6 and match the verbs beginning with over with their meanings A to F. For example, number 1. I overheard my parents making arrangements for a surprise party for me. So, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is E. Hear something by accident or without the speaker knowing it. Exercise C. Read the notes and complete the tables. You have to change adjective to noun. Remember that some nouns are formed by adding the suffix ness or et to an adjective. For example, sad, sadness, able, ability. Now, let's look at number 1, active. The adjective is active. So, the noun of active is activity. The last activity for today's lesson is listening activity on page 85.
Listen. You will hear people talking in 5 different situations. For questions 1 to 5, choose the picture which answers the question correctly. 1.
Hello, Stevie. You're back early. Did you try out your new ball?
No, we couldn't play.
Why not? I know it's raining a bit, but that hasn't stopped you before.
It's not that. When we got there, the grass was being mown. We decided to wait for a while, and while waiting, we fixed the goalpost that was a bit broken. Then we waited and waited. We got bored in the end and came home.
Well, maybe you can play tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what we thought. And the grass will be freshly cut.
2. Hi, Brad. What are you playing?
Not now, Linda. I'm just about to finish this level.
Let me see. I finished level 14 of this game yesterday afternoon.
Well, when I finish this, I'll be on level 14 too.
No, you won't. Firstly, you haven't got the ability to finish. And secondly, this is level 12, not 13.
I think you're mistaken. And there it is. Yes.
Oh, looks like I was wrong then.
Yep. Level 14. Here I come.
3.
So, are we going to the youth club this afternoon?
I don't know. It'll be overcrowded. There's a table football tournament on. Everyone will be playing. There's nothing more boring than table football.
You're right there, but we can't stay here. What about a game of table tennis?
When have you ever seen me play?
Sorry, it was just an idea. Hey, what about my favourite, outdoor chess?
I never say no to that, but won't there be others playing?
Maybe, but there's a possibility that it might be free. Not many people like chess.
OK, let's just go and hang out. Watch a bit of table football and hope the chessboard is free.
4. Oh, not again! Why can't I score any baskets today?
It's because these basketball hoops are the proper height.
What do you mean?
Well, you're used to playing with the hoops at the school gym, and they're much lower.
How high are they supposed to be?
10 feet is the official height, but the ones at the gym are at least a foot lower.
I see, that's why it seems easier there. These hoops here seem like they're over 11 feet high.
You just need a bit more practice. Come on.
Five.
Billy, what time do you call this?
Sorry I'm late. I overslept.
You're going to miss the beginning of the race.
I'll get ready as fast as I can.
I told you to set your alarm for 7 o'clock.
I did, but I didn't hear it. Then my mum came in at past and shouted for me to wake up before she left for work. But I thought that was a dream. When I opened my eyes again, it was 8. I didn't have any breakfast and came here. I'm starving.
Well, it's too late now. The race starts at past. Get your trainers on.
OK.
We have come to the end of our lesson for today. I hope that you can do all the exercises with your teacher during tutorial class. Until next time, stay home, stay safe.